few days, what speech and speaker have we been focusing on in class? Go ahead, Julia. Good, very good. And so what speech, someone raise their hand, what speech have we been reading? Go ahead, Jay.
I have a dream.
Very good. So, when we've been reading the speech, how does Dr. King make you feel in his speech? Go ahead, Beck.
Even though they have already been free from slavery, he doesn't feel that way.
Right. And so how does that make you feel reading that? Personally? Feel bad? You have something, Julia?
Makes me feel motivated.
Motivated. And why does it make you feel motivated?
You wake up from repeating words. Makes you feel a certain way. So stand up on my own.
Because he's making it seem like it's important, right? Yeah. Anybody else? So you kind of answered the second question here. How does he make you feel that way? You said repetition, right? Right. So he uses multiple techniques. You remember our poetry lesson that we had. Poets use techniques to grab readers' attention and connect their theme. It's the same thing when you're writing a speech. So today we're going to get more into figurative language. So today you guys are going to take a quiz off of the speech. We're going to try to make an 80. And then I want you guys to walk out here saying you can either evaluate the use of figurative language in Dr. King's either dream speech. And then I want you to be able to answer this question: how is figurative language effective in communicating the meaning of the text or speech? Okay. So what I've done here, I've taken out a piece of figurative language from the speech. What you're going to do is you're going to turn to the person either behind you or next to you and look at these questions and come up with answers. After like a minute or two, we'll come back and I'll call on people to answer each question, okay? So go ahead and get the person next to you, behind you, and look at each question, and we'll come back.
Go ahead, Cotton. Behind you.
So, okay, you can get this one on.
I got you.
And you guys can, yeah, that's fine.
Hey, Dominique. You just come back. Tap him and sound to come see me. Come on, are you going to pass? Are you going to pass? Are you making a pass? Okay. You still got to do the activity while you're doing it. No? Where is it? You can talk to the front. Talk to the front.
So right here, the quote, and then you can answer these questions. Yeah, these guys we're talking about. And then go together and answer them.
You go anywhere else, you come back and let me know.
This is the quote. Yeah. So you're doing it with the quote. So we're doing it on each quote. 5 examples.
I think it is.
The figurative language, so same thing. Would you go back? Just so you have something. Or you come right here.
It's called rhetorical.
You guys all do it together. Alright, is everybody ready to come together? Yes, sir. Alright. Someone raise their hand and give me an answer first one. What form of figure language is being used?
But I said more.
Metaphor. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to answer them right away. We have to answer the next slide. Okay. We're just going to take them on. Anybody else got a different answer? They said metaphor.
You said.
Go ahead, Layla. Personification. Okay. Why do you think it's personification?
Because it's giving a human appeal to
I can kind of see why you're thinking that, because you're saying the thirst and stuff, human quality. But why do you guys say metaphor over here?
You told me.
What happens in the metaphor? What happens in the metaphor? Go ahead, Jay.
I forgot the word. You told me.
Yeah, go ahead.
it's comparing without using hyperactive.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
That's what I told you.
All right. So who wants to answer the second one? What rhetorical appeal is this aligned with? So ethos, logos, pathos.
Pathos.
Pathos. Why do you think that?
It gives it a very emotional speech about freedom and righteousness.
Okay, good. Anybody else? What about, why do you think he chose to use this form, figure, language in the speech? Anybody else? Go ahead, Bo.
To catch the audience and like keep them hooked on and make them understand what he's saying.
Okay, good, good. And how does this connect with you personally? Go ahead, Jose.
It makes me like how I feel or how
Yeah, how does it make you feel?
upright, like I have something to fight for.
Yeah.
My rights.
Motivated.
Equality.
Yeah, good. So, how do you think this connects to the audience at the time? You gotta think at what time, in America this was. Civil Rights Act. Yeah, go ahead. Dave.
I think it made them think, like, what does he mean by bitterness and hatred? Drinking from a cup. I think it made them think.
Yeah, because there's a lot of bitterness and hatred going on at that time in America, right? All right, so let's look at the answers here. Next slide. So we said metaphor. Okay. He was comparing a cup to the bitterness and hatred. All right, let's make a comparison here. So it'll be a metaphor. Do you see like her abs anywhere?
I told you.
So it's not. It would want to be similar. All right. Rhetorical appeal. Who said pathos? Very good. He appeals to emotion and moral conscience. All right. So why did he choose to use this? So we said. What did we say? Why did he choose to use this? To
Make a point.
Make a point.
right. So he wanted to encourage nonviolence and love rather than resentment. Who did we say was kind of like the contrast to Martin Luther King during the same time? Malcolm X, right? So there was a lot of other protests going on in the country that.
Teachers, please release all juniors to report to the career fair at this time. Please release all juniors to report to the career fair at this time.
So there was another group that used violence to get this point out. Like, we need to fight for equality. And that's not what he was trying to say. He was trying to do the complete opposite here. So, for me, it reminds me that anger and hate only harm us, and true strength comes from forgiveness and peace. So, at the time, it probably resonated deeply with listeners who were frustrated by, getting treated unfairly, injustice, and reminding them to stay peaceful even when facing hatred. Okay? All right, same thing. Look at the quote up here, and let's try to answer the questions with your partner. Go ahead.
Bad shit.
I got you.
sure? You need a little more time? You ready? Alright. Is everybody look up here? Who wants to take a shot first? Question. Anybody other than Julio?
They said,
I ain't say nothing. Yeah, he does.
Go ahead, take a shot.
Personification.
they said, I told you.
Okay.
Wrong or right?
We'll see. Anybody else? Okay, okay, tell me why you think it's personification.
Wrong because they got the word in it.
Okay. We'll come back to that. Alright. Anybody else? Go ahead, Julio. Metaphor? Why do you think it's metaphor? So he's comparing, what do you think he's comparing here? Good. Alright. And what rhetorical appeal is this line with? Yeah? Think logos. Okay. Anybody else?
Logo.
Why do you think it's logos?
Because it's I'm trying to.
I said, okay.
Alright, we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. Go ahead, Dave. Okay. So, why did he choose to use this in his speech? Just this whole quote right here. Why did he choose to use it? Go ahead, Bill. Sorry.
Everybody getting used to check this thing work. So I mean, it was easier to understand that.
Right, so connecting it to something real life, right? Alright, and so how does this connect with you personally? How does it make you feel when you read it?
Maybe feel a little
Sad. Because it paints like a clear picture in your head of how they were getting treated at the time, right?
It's bad.
Yeah. So, how do you think it's connected to the audience at the time? So you put quotationally, you said financial problems. Is that kind of alluding to the fact that he needs justice, to treat fairly, stuff like that? Okay, good. Yeah. Alright, so this way. Alright, so metaphor. Good. Who said logos?
He said logo.
Very good. So he's appealing to reason and fairness. So he uses an economic metaphor because anyone that understands money and debt will get this, right? And pretty much, if you're an adult, you understand that aspect of life. And it frames civil rights as a matter of broken promises, making the injustice logically clear. Alright? So how does it connect with me? It connects because fairness and keeping promises are values everyone respects. Right? Everybody wants that. When those are broken, everybody feels it. So at the time, it helped both black and white listeners understand that America had to uphold its moral and constitutional promise and quotations of equality, like faith is sitting on. So same thing on number 3 now. Alright, go ahead.
Over there. I mean, I can't read.
Alright, is everybody ready? Everybody ready to come together and answer? Yeah? Alright. Everybody's attention up here. Who wants to take a shot number one? First question. Go ahead, Faith.
Imagery.
Imagery? Okay. Why do you think it's imagery?
It's trying to paint a picture and I get money.
Alright, very good. Very good. Alright,
I said
good?
in my head.
Okay. What rhetorical appeal is this aligned with? Go ahead, Carmen.
Ethos.
Why do you think that?
Because it's like telling us like we should be dedicated to do that. Like one day we should
Persuade somebody? Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Trying to persuade somebody. Thank you for helping her out. Alright, anyone else? Hey, why do you say that?
Because he said every girl shall be loved.
Okay. So, why do you think he chooses to use this in his speech now?
People feel motivated and they want to win.
Yeah, okay. Equal playing field, right? Level playing field. Alright? Alright, how does it connect with you personally? How does it make you feel? It's okay if it doesn't make you feel any kind of way. It's just up to you, really. And how do you think this connects to the audience at the time? Go ahead.
It's like no matter race, everybody should have equal rights.
Yeah. 100%. So, imagery. And you guys remember Ms. Miller talking about illusions? Alright, so what was Dr. King? What was he as well? So he was very knowledgeable of what book? Alright, so he made lots of biblical allusions in his speeches. So here, every hill and mountain shall be made low. One day every valley shall be exalted. That's from the Bible. Alright, so he's making a biblical allusion, and he's making a clear picture in your head. So that's imagery. Who said pathos? There you go. So it evokes hope and faith at the same time. So he probably chose this to connect to the civil rights movement and biblical imagery familiar to his audience. Religion's big here in America. It was even probably a bigger deal back then, especially in the South. So it gives his message more authority and emotional power over his audience. So, I mean, it feels uplifting. It paints a picture of justice and equality that feels we're striving for. And many listeners were people of faith, so this imagery gave them spiritual motivation in the sense that the struggle was righteous. It wasn't wasn't productive. All right, we have two more of these, and then we'll move on. So go ahead and get with your partner and talk about it. For this one specifically, I go back and find this in the story. I go back, not the story, the speech, sorry.
Mr. R, can you come here? If racial national kind of left our nation on some quicksand and of racial injustice.
Good one, man.
And compare myself. Okay.
How you finna look it up? Don't look it up.
Is everybody ready? Alright. What form of figure language is being used? Go ahead, Carmen.
Symbolism.
Why do you say that?
I think that they're using the valley as an object and how they don't come through the dark and like see the light.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're using that as an example.
That's a good thought. Good thought. What about you, Faith? What do you think? Metaphor?
Comparing the dark season to the summertime.
You agree with it? Yeah. Anybody? Yeah. Go ahead. Imagery? Why do you say that? So what rhetorical appeal is it aligned with? Pathos? And why do you think it's pathos?
It's connected to people are coming from a dark place.
So why do you think you chose to use it? So, one thing about figurative language, no matter what type of figurative language, they all seem to like kind of paint a picture and make a connection to, make the reader think more about what the speaker's trying to convey. So, yeah, for sure. And how does it connect with you personally? How does it make you feel reading it?
Hopeful, I guess.
Hopeful.
He's having hope that his figure will change and let him back to do it.
So, how do you think it connected to the audience at the time?
Made him feel inspired.
They're inspired because they were in a dark valley of segregation at the time, right? They wanted to get out of that. So yeah, probably made them feel hopeful as well, like he just said. So we haven't really talked about contrast, but that much. But metaphor, definitely, is comparing segregation to a valley, a lowest point. Who said pathos? Yeah.
How is it look?
It's saying that.
Was it a metaphor?
Segregation. Yeah, it is a metaphor. Yeah. So it inverts urgency and reason, while also using the emotion and everything from the segregation, and hope of being set free from that, and also using the contrast. You see here, dark and desolate. Is here sunlight path. You see how that's a contrast right there. So that's an example of a contrast. So he contrasts darkness and light to symbolize despair versus hope, showing that progress requires immediate action. You remember Ms. Miller was talking about gradualism at the time. He wanted to put an end to that. He said it's time now to make change. And for me, it makes me think about overcoming personal or societal struggles and moving towards something better. And that's what he was trying to convey to me. And it probably inspired listeners to believe that change was possible. You have to think segregation was going on for a long time in America, and some of them probably thought it was never going to change. So they can leave behind the darkness of injustice. Everybody want to move on from that. One more. So yeah, go ahead and read this and give it to your partner, and we'll move on to the next thing. Go ahead.
Come on.
ready? You ready? You ready? You guys good? Alright. As everybody look up here, what form of figure of language is being used? Go ahead, Brandon. Okay? Why do you say that? You want me to come back to you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, babe. Go ahead, Bo.
Is repetition a figure of language or not? Yeah. I think repetition.
And why do you say that?
Like you said, what figure of language is what figure of language.
Okay. Good. So what rhetorical skill is this aligned with? Go ahead, Julio. Hey, those why you say that?
Because I really want to teach.
Hey, Jay, come back to your seat, please.
You have any questions?
Thank you.
Why do you guys say that? Okay. Okay, we'll see. How does it connect with you? How does it make you feel? Yeah. So you think the purpose of this is to motivate people at this point of the speech? To influence. Yeah. And how do you think it connected to the audience at the time? Yeah. So definitely probably inspired, influenced them. So we said repetition, and then we have imagery. So very good. He created an image, and then he was repeating Freedom Ring, right, in the speech. Pathos goes emotional, momentum, and unity. It's called the unity, and emotional momentum. So he's building momentum on the audience's emotions. So why do you choose to use this? Repetition makes the message memorable and unites listeners under a shared call for freedom across the nation. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants that. For people at the rally at least, how does this connect with you? So it's powerful and inclusive, a reminder that justice should reach everyone, everywhere. It probably gave hope and strength to people across regions, reminding them that freedom should not be limited by geography or race. Freedom for everybody. Right? So, how is figurative language effective in communicating the meaning of a text speech? Say it one more time. And how does figurative language do that? How does it help them understand?
A lot of imagery and what do you think about what you're saying?
To emphasize and kind of make a clear picture for the reader, right? Very good. And then also it goes with what have we been talking about along with figurative language past few days. We were talking about who's saying that? Rhetorical appeals, right? So it goes along with that. It helps align with those as a speaker or as a writer. And so go ahead and go to your Google Classroom. I have a dream quiz, and it has figurative